Apparently, this league is also trying to do something for us. What exactly is it? It's the rival to the NFL and the XFL and, well, Sports Illustrated. Take it away.
Charlie Ebersol announced Tuesday that he plans to launch a football league next February. Now, if that name sounds familiar in this realm, well, it is. Charlie's the son of longtime NBC Sports executive Dick Ebersol, who is also the co-founder of the original XFL, along with WWE's Vince McMahon.
All right, so here's where it gets a little interesting. And Denise sent me this story, and I completely agree that we should be covering it because there's no conflict of interest. It's just gonna be really cool to see how Charlie Ebersol was involved with the 30 for 30, with the XFL and how it floundered, and now he's going up against the XFL, literally. So Pro Football Weekly put this up, and Hub Arkush, his son Arthur Arkush, great writers as well. The league will be comprised of 8 teams, led by former NFL players, run by former league executives. It's expected to include a 10-week regular season, 4-week playoff. CBS will air 2 AAF games in prime time. All right, that's pretty big.
Right.
Because what I was seeing was they're only gonna air the opener and playoff games. Now, if they air both of those on CBS, unless Moondez is like, I'm all in, cool.
Right.
If they put them on CBS Sports Network, big problems, because I don't think a lot of people have CBS Sports Network.
No, I agree, and the fact that I'm actually, before I even get into my statement.
All right.
I was talking to, when I sent you the story, I was talking to somebody about this, and the person I was talking to is a huge football fan, Cowboys fan, so just very aggressive, a very aggressive football fan. And
is it like Skip Bayless aggressive?
Exactly like Skip Bayless.
Oh my God, and he's your friend?
It's just annoying.
He's your friend?
He's a friend of mine.
Defriend him.
I can't.
Quickly.
I can't. He's with us at Hubwave, so I can't do that.
Oh,
but anyway, so he's like talking to us about this, and it's, for me, it's just beginning to be too much football. It's just too much football. It's too much football. So, and I'm saying that statement with your perplexed expression.
1,000,000%, yes.
Because the AAF, in my opinion, will be a lot more successful than the XFL. And the fact that they're coming into the league, which I don't know if you mentioned in 2019, and the XFL is coming in 2020, gives them that advantage. So you're already, it's like that warm up where they're giving you a taste of what it can be. Meanwhile, you wait for the XFL. So anyway, we're coming into this. If it does make it on CBS Sports, it's going to be a huge deal, and it's a 50-man roster. So I don't know how many the XFL has.
Right.
But I think it's slightly under. Yeah, man. For me, it's just I was really reading into it. I know I'm gonna be more drawn to the AAF than the XFL, but it's too much damn football for me.
All right. So
why
is it too much football for you?
Because it's gonna be coming in. It's from what I understand, they're planning to do it during the NFL season. And then a little before.
Spring league. It'll be the spring league. So
and then the XFL is gonna be after that. So you're looking at, look at Craig's nodding his head. It's too much damn football.
So let me say this. What they're trying to do is very similar to what I believe it was Sky Sports in England did, where everyone is a completely different country, but just follow me. They are in love with soccer, as we know.
The world is,
except for America. But we will be talking World Cup uniforms in just a bit.
And LAFC just has a new team here.
And yes, absolutely. And Denise Jones is going to be doing work for them. So on top of that, what they tried to do, they were like, oh, you can't get enough soccer. No one can have enough soccer. We're going to put MLS games on Sky Sports. Now, were the ratings amazing? Probably not, because it's a lesser product. That's exactly what you're getting here. But as long as you have that core base of football fans that want to latch onto this, cannot get enough football. Maybe they live in an area where they love football, but their team/university sucks. They're gonna follow this. And I think other teams will follow it. On top of that, I understand that there are diehards with, like, for example, Alabama and Auburn and Nebraska and Ohio State and yada yada. Michigan, that's still really cool. Maybe they follow spring practice. You know what they might follow? Some of the guys who could be some of the best to be in the NFL that are coming into the AFL. Lastly, and spring football, like, you know, there's the blue team against the red team. And, oh, they're gonna play at Kinnick Stadium. A lot of people don't really care about that until the regular season opener. So what they're gonna do is have a stopgap here. it might be a little crowded of a field. But lastly, with this AAFL undercutting the XFL, it just reminds me, and there's something about Mary when the hitchhiker gets in the car and he's like, you heard of 8-minute abs? 7-minute abs. And then Ben Stiller's like, well, what about 6? He's like, no, 7. 7-minute abs. And then of course we all know what occurred with Ben Stiller and going into a field. Like, I mean, just a horrible moment. But what they're doing is undercutting the XFL, and they're going to be competing for essentially being the JV.
Right.
You have the varsity squad of the NFL. Who's gonna win out with the JV? I think whoever does the most ridiculous, mind-blowing stuff is going to win out. Because what you have to do now is embrace the weird between both of those leagues.
And what league do you think that's gonna be?
I have no idea yet because I haven't seen their product.
If you had to marry one league, which one would it be?
Neither. Okay. I'd be single the rest of my life.
I'd marry the AFL.
What I do actually, I'd remain single and date the field between the NFL, the XFL, and the AAFL.
Fair.
You?
AAFL.
You take it over the XFL. Okay.
It has, well,
you're sounding like very humbling as you're doing this. Like, I've really thought this through.
Well, because I'm meeting it first, which means I'm gonna give it more time. I'm gonna be drawn to it earlier. It's the fact that it's already potentially being shown in major networks. I just think there's a lot more focus and organization with the AAFL.
I suppose so. Certainly do let us know your thoughts on Twitter at Denise. And then, the boring at Rick Strom as well. And also do follow us at youtube.com/TYT Sports.